Hi, I just launched a new e-learning called the e-learning of fashion photography. Let me introduce what we are doing today. You're looking at the behind the scene of the shoot board discussion of this beautiful brand. Let me introduce you to the man behind this brand. There's creative director Shukri. Hello guys. And he's also going to be the principal photographer because we believe all good fashion people must be driving the photography behind the brand, isn't it?
Yes.
So I'm going to be doing the lighting. I'm going to be the main lighting person, and that's the lighting assistant, Michelle.
Hello.
Right. Let me show you what we're doing. Can you hang this back so that they can start the styling? This is a big shoot. It's going to be 3 days. We're in Langkawi, and it's always important to have what you have is a mood board. But then we should turn a mood board to a shoot board. What is the difference between a mood board and a shoot board? A shoot board is very technical. A shoot board would tell the crew where the main light comes from. You have to study this. Example in this shoot, which we're going to change on the actual shoot up itself, but it gives an idea where the main light comes from, where the rim light will come from. You can see this shoot does not have a rim light. Shukri and I and the whole team, we're going to give you amazing behind the scene of a beautiful 3-day fashion shoot in Langkawi. It's been more than a year now, and the economical impact of COVID-19 shows no sign of slowing down. Too many of my friends are losing their career, incomes are affected. Many of my friends are looking for secondary income, if not have started. The males are going into photography, many of them successfully. Now the females are doing secondary income as well, looking into career switch, and many of them are choosing online fashion business. If you're a lady going into online fashion, you need two things. You need models, you need photographers, because you got to get an online store like this. And many of them coming up to me and say that, hey, I don't have a budget for photographers. I don't have the budget even for models. And if even they have a model, they may not be able to come to my studio or my home to do the shot because of the quarantine. And many of them are telling me that, Andrew, can I be a model? And they're every day convincing me that they want to do this business, but at the same time also convincing me that they are bad models. Let me tell you this. Everybody is photogenic. All you need to do is get it as an acquired skill. And ladies, I'm going to show you in this quick lesson how you can be your own model in your own online fashion store. And photographers, don't panic when you shoot somebody new. It's easier than you think. And for that, I'm getting one of my friends who have never modeled professionally. And every time I talk to her about photography, she says that she's really bad in posing. Nicole, you're gonna...
But I'm really bad in posing. You're gonna die of it.
Don't worry, I will not die. Let me show you what to do. When you're working in a quarantine pandemic environment with no stylist, so you're the stylist. With this mark here, even though you're supposed to put your feet here, but I want you to put it at an angle a little bit so that you have your tummy away from the camera. Right? Having a tummy facing the camera will make everybody or anybody look fat. So it's just that one angle. You don't need to be crazy with the poses. So if you look at all the websites that we have been looking, you don't need to be overdoing the poses, none of that. Those are high new in modeling. They might be moving a lot or maybe not enough. Regardless, you notice that she wasn't on the T-mark all the time. We need to be forgiving. And your lights do not have that much, you won't have that much time to move your light. So what you need to do is make your light as big as possible, and you're probably thinking that umbrella and softbox are easy to work with. They're not. I'm going to teach you one of the best way to work with huge light. Get papers like this. In Asia, we call them mahjong paper. Remember this scene? It's a traditional Chinese game, the mahjong. They use paper like this so that the tiles, the mahjong tiles, can slide easily. Or you can call this broadcast sheet. Or you can go to any bookstore and get huge paper like this. This is about slightly more than half a meter. It can be bigger. And then get yourself anything that is, it can be a clothes rack. In my case, I prefer to use a C-stand. You may not have a C-stand, doesn't matter. You can use a clothes rack, you can use anything, 2 light stands or whatever. Clamp it up like so on one end. And then pull this tight, clamp the other end. And if you do this correctly, this guy is gonna curl up like a dried up cuttlefish. So get yourself another clamp. This will weigh down the broadcast sheet. And this is a very directional big light source. All you need to do is come behind here at about half a meter, L meter, put a hot shoe flash. So this is going to be like 2 meters away from your subject, right? Now let me show you how I set this up. You're probably thinking that, hey, why not I use a softbox? If you have a softbox that's big enough, as big as this is good. If it is not as big as this, you will get hard shadow. And hard shadow is not something that welcome in catalog shots. I'll show you the difference. So now I'm going to have this here, and I'll introduce a hot shoe flash here. I don't shoot fashion a lot, but when I do, I shoot with great brands like this. And we decided to turn it into a full-fledged e-learning behind-the-scene 3-day shoot in Langkawi. Not only that, we'll be covering catalog shoot, how to turn a non-model into a model. And that's so important now because a lot of brands are now empowering their own employee, an inclusive method of modeling. They get their own employees to model. So the biggest challenge that you have is how to turn non-models into model and still look like commercial model. So you're going to learn all this stuff in our e-learning of fashion photography. But we're not launching this course for sale yet. So why am I telling you this? Which means that if you are subscribed to our All Access account, with All Access account, you have all access to all our e-learning courses here. Not only that, you also have full access to our premium courses. So hurry, if you subscribe to All Access now, you get to enjoy e-learning of fashion photography before we launch it. And if you look at it now, there are already 4 lessons in there and many more to come. So hurry, head on to our e-learning website, check out and support our All Access account, and that's how you show your love to your favorite photography YouTube channel.